So we'll talk about this one first. Aurorus, who's basically like a old-fashioned dinosaur with like I forget the thing it's basically created off of. It's the thing in Jurassic Park that kills Newman, basically. But there we go. Sauropods. Ooh. Let's go to Wikipedia and read about them. No, okay. So this thing is outdated as its Pokemon suggests. It's a fossil Pokemon. Most fossil Pokemon are not that great. There are some exceptions, obviously, but fossil Pokemon are pretty bad, surprisingly. I think I have a theory on why they're all really bad is because they're all rock type. So that's the hint of the problem. But this one's probably the worst fossil Pokemon. It's really sad because it's got a really cool design. I really like its design. It's kind of cool. But the problem is it's got rock ice as its typing. So let's pull up the notes I have on... let's pull up the notes I have on this thing. Good HP and special defense. Let's see how good that is. Aurorus, real quick. Alright, its HP is 123, and its special defense is 92. That's good. That's good. Thumbs up to that. Alright. So now... now we have... what is the problem of having a decent support pool. So let's look at its support pool. It's got Roar. It's got Haze. Stealth Rock. Sub. Thunderwave. Toxic. Encore. So its support pool is pretty good. You can make a pretty good support Pokemon out of this, or a tank or something like that. Why can't it tank? What's going on with this thing? Look at it. It's a beast. It looks pretty cool, right? It's got no recovery. I don't know why I put that in positive. That is not a positive. There's no recovery move besides Sleep Talk and Rest. So it doesn't have like Soft Boiled. It doesn't have Roost. It doesn't have Slack Off. Even though this thing could have Slack Off, maybe you just give it that. It's a dinosaur. I don't know. So it doesn't have a way to heal. That's a problem. Now here's the biggest problem with this dinosaur, this frigid friend. Its typing, Rock Ice, might be the worst typing in the game. It's bad. Like 4 times weakness, or not 4 times weakness. It's weak to Stealth Rock. It is weak to ground, fighting 4 times. So steel 4 times. So that's 2 4 times already. That's pretty bad. Grass hits it hard. Water hits it hard. What the hell is this thing doing? What is its purpose? Oh, you resist normal? My bad, dude. You resist poison? Oh, man, you're so good. So this thing has major problems with its typing. It's bad. Like, awe-inspiringly bad is my note. Abilities are bad. Okay, what the fuck is refrigerate gonna do for you? Like, what does a refrigerate do? Let's look it up. This Pokemon's normal type moves become ice type and have 1.2 power. Okay, sounds good, right? In theory, that sounds like something like, I remember Pinsir has something similar to that. Okay, let's talk about this. Why? Okay, what normal moves are we working with if we're gonna have refrigerate? Please have some good normal moves, right? Like try attacks in here. It's attack. Remember, it's attack 77. We're not using that. We're using special attack at 99. That is good stat. How can we use it? What special normal moves can we use? Oh, Facade. That is a normal physical move. We can't use it. Let me look. Oh, Return. That is a normal physical move. Refrigerate wouldn't do anything for it. Wait, are there normal special moves that we can use? Oh, let me scroll down to the usually useless moves right here. Oh my god. Oh, Giga Impact. That is a normal physical move. Oh my god, normal hidden power? Wow, that's 60 base power. Who cares? Hyper Beam? You have to take up a turn, but it's gonna hit hard, but you have to take up a turn, and this thing will die in like 1 turn because of its 4 times weakness. What move am I using? Where's Tri Attack? So, I think you give this thing Tri Attack and it's okay, Refrigerate, but they gave it an ability and didn't check its move pool to back it up. Big problem. Big red flag. Like, Instead of like this sail, this white sail, you just give it red sail. It's just like, oh my god, heads up, everybody. Snore, yeah. So, refrigerate doesn't do anything for this Pokemon. That's a big thing. So its abilities are bad. Let's talk about the other abilities. Snow Warning. Hail is the worst weather effect. There's only a couple Pokemon that use Hail effectively. A lot of Hail abilities aren't that good. Slush Rush and Snow Power or whatever. Abyssno is probably a better Hailer than this thing is. Or the best Hailer in the game, or Snow Warning Pokemon, is Ninetales Alolan, who has the Aurorus shield. So that's good. Let that thing do its own job. Don't try to copy it and do a terrible job at doing so. So Hail's really bad. So you're like, well, I could pick Refrigerate, but I don't want to, not have an ability at all. So I might as well summon rocks from the sky. So its abilities are worthless. So, my god. So you can already guess that I'm giving it... Did I say bad typing? Yes, I said bad typing, but I gotta remind myself. Okay. Solution. What is the solution to this thing? How can we solve this? What can we do? I'm giving it a new ability. Woohoo. I can either give it Tri Attack, or I'm going to change up what Refrigerate does. My idea for Refrigerate, at first, is going to be consecutive ice moves, gain power if used over and over again, up to 1.3 times for 3 times. So it gains a 0.1% each time you use, say, Ice Beam or Blizzard. You get a 0.1% increase. This is because I kind of felt this thing would like ramp up if it became colder and colder, if it used ice moves and just became more deadly. Going with the whole Ice Age kind of concept and like becoming extinct, and Refrigerate, that's how I perceive Refrigerate to do. It just gets colder and colder as you use it, as it gets more ingrained. So that's my revision for Refrigerate. What is my new ability that I'm going to have instead of Refrigerate? I think this is a cooler new ability and gives it more uniqueness. But first, we have to talk about how its Pokedex entries affect this. Right here. Using its diamond-shaped crystals, it can instantly create a wall of ice to block an opponent's attack. Same thing for Alpha Sapphire. It can create a wall of ice to block an opponent's attack. So, I'm going to do something similar to that and give this thing a chance to be a tank or a special wall of some sort, or any kind of wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a new ability called Ice Wall. Pretty boring name, but let me get to it. Basically, this thing is Protect, but it has priority because it says instantly summons in the Pokedex entry. And it must be destroyed, so kind of like a sub, but it has priority. So it's Protect that creates a sub, so priority sub, but it also takes advantage into account. So Ice Wall would be really weak to fire attacks. You can like one-shot it, even though it's got a really large HP pool. Rock moves would like one-shot this thing, or fighting moves, or steel moves, or something like that. It would only be immune to ice. And I think that's it. I think ice resist only ice. Quote me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's it. So it does take advantages into account, and only one wall out at once. So basically you have at least a Protect Ice Wall that you can just summon out there instantly and get it out there. So if they don't attack you in one turn or switch something in, they like kill you, you get a free wall. It's not going to save this thing. I think this thing needs... definitely some stat increases. Like this one, you need stat increases somewhere. Or like its typing needs to be buffed. Like Rock and Ice just might need to be buffed. But I'm going to try to give it like a unique ability that is a better sub. So that's my idea for it. The Refrigerate idea is pretty solid as well, but you can't have this thing have useless abilities and a terrible typing. It's not going to exist out there, and that's probably why it went extinct in the fucking first place. This thing is really bad, and you should feel sorry for using this thing. I like its design, but it needs some help. It needs major help. But not quite as much help as my last Pokemon on the list, and you've kind of already seen him from up here. My last Pokemon on the list, and we're going to transition over to him,